Hello and welcome back to Let's Play ZAGS. I'll hope we're finished in a bit because I don't have much time for the recording left. But in that case I'll need to end it days somewhere in the future. I can't believe it's almost April. I should go find Chris. I'm waiting in front of the building for Chris's last class. Hi. Hey. We'll see you two later. Everyone else heads off. So, do you have anything to do tonight? Homework or studying or other plans? No. Do you want to go swimming? Dude, I always go swimming. If you're sure that's what you want to do. Yeah, it's nice out today. Maybe you swim and then dinner? Sounds perfect. I'll meet you at the pool. Chris meets me at the pool, which is fairly busy, so we tread water for a bit and talk instead of trying to swim laps. Sorry. I should have realized it would be busy. Dude, this is great. I'm spending time with you and we're swimming. Do you want to stay longer? Not if you're thinking dinner. We quickly shower and have dinner at the yard, where we seem to have missed the dinner rush. I take his hand under the table. This was a really nice evening. Yeah. It's probably time to head back, though. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow for games. Or James invited us over again. I'm always up for that, dude. I'll come by in the morning. So I head back to my room and watch internet videos for a while before heading to bed. And we have Saturday. I wake up late Saturday morning from a dream about Chris. I should go see him anyway. The door's slightly ajar and I knock before peeking in. Adam and Chris are sitting at their desks on their computers. Morning, dude. I gave Chris a kiss and sit on the bed. Good morning. Any plans for the day? Jake was busy this morning, so there aren't any board games. I woke up and started doing homework, and I guess I lost track of time. Dude, only you would enjoy homework that much. We could go to the pool. It's pretty nice out today. I could do that. We'll see you there, dude. Sounds like a plan. The pool is somewhat crowded, but Adam and Chris and I manage to swim a few laps before treading water at the deep end. This was a good suggestion, dude. Chris smiles, steadies himself against the side, and puts a hand on my shoulder. Race you? Bring it on, Chico. Adam and I race a couple laps, and it's actually fairly close. You're getting faster, Chico. Or you're getting slower. Nope, no way. Chris, are you okay, dude? Sorry. Yeah, it's stupid. Dude, whatever it is, it's not stupid. I'm here for you. I know. I just don't really want to talk about it right now. Well, I think it's about time I got back to my homework anyway. I'll see you two later. I sit on the edge of the pool and dangle my legs in. Chris sits next to me. Is there something more I should be doing for you, dude? No, it's not you at all. Okay, I won't pry, but I'm always here to listen. I know. Thanks. We sit there for a bit. I should probably go get some homework done too, but I think there are games this afternoon. Maybe I'll see you there then. Chris heads back to his room and I quickly shower and try to find lunch. I spot Jake and Hannah sitting on a bench eating what looks like burgers. Jake spots me and I head over. Hi, Carlos. Hey, come join us. I sit next to them on the bench. Burgers? Yeah, the fries were something with sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is something I really recommend. Being completely the German stereotype. But sauerkraut actually is pretty good. And mustard and Swiss cheese. Also, I wouldn't recommend to eat sauerkraut with mustard and Swiss cheese, unless that's your personal thing you like, then of course feel free to do so, but it's not something I'd been particularly keen to try. I'm not sure if that sounds better or worse than the usual. Worse. She picks up her bag. Well, I have to run for now, but maybe I'll see you at games this afternoon, Carlos. Yeah. I should get a burger or something. Try the fries, too. I get a burger and some fries and sit with Jake while he finishes his second burger. I spot Chris walking in our direction. Hey! Hi. I finished the homework I was doing, so I was going to see if you were starting games yet. Carlos and I are just finishing up, but Nikhil might have brought the bag. Are you joining us, Carlos? Of course. Interesting that I didn't even get to choose, but I don't have a problem with that, I'm sorry. Hannah and Nikhil are sitting at a table talking. Hey, did I miss the memo? You're all wearing polo shirts. It was just a coincidence. It was the top shirt in the stack this morning. I forgot to do laundry last night and this was clean. Hey, sorry I'm late. Hannah starts laughing because he also wears a polo shirt, of course. Did I miss something? You're not late, man. Just have a seat. I feel like I'm at some business convention or something. Nah, then everyone would be wearing a suit. Nate looks good in a suit. I mean, Nate rubs his back. Everyone is looking rather dapper today. I think people in suits don't look very good. I like it way more casual, like, well, I don't have the webcam activated, but if you could see me like now, I'm like one would say gammelige Klamotten in German slang. Which reminds me, I don't know the exact words in English, but the exact opposite to suits and polo shirts and, well, all of that. It was just a coincidence. So, 6 people, that's Bonanza, Power Grid, Diamond, Carcassonne, Diamond. I'm glad I didn't bring the 4-player games today. Actually, I didn't bring Power Grid either, since it's big. We start with Carcassonne and I spend the rest of the afternoon playing games with them. We get dinner together at the buffet and I head back to my room afterward and I see here that I always pronounce buffet or buffet or whatever differently. But well, that's just the way it goes. I sit at my computer and stare at my instant messaging list. Elliot and Chris seem to be online. I guess I could always masturbate, but I don't really feel the need to at the moment, and we'll talk to Elliot. Elliot and I talk for a while about life and other random topics. Before I know it, it's gotten late, and he says it's time for bed. Sunday, 1st of April. I wake up late Sunday morning, finding that I must have been tossing and turning during the night. I wonder what I was dreaming about. I try to recall the images, but all I get is a bunch of brothers cheering at me in the common room. I wonder if I was dreaming about coming out. I get dressed and head downstairs for what's left of breakfast. There's still plenty of food left and a bunch of brothers hanging out in the room. Morning, bro. Tom's picking at what looks like the last bits of some French toast on his plate. I pile up a plate with eggs and sausage and sit next to him. Can I ask you something? What's up? I know you're not exactly happy about my, the fact that you suck cock. That has nothing to do with the other thing, and I like to place here the fact that not all gays suck cock. Some do, some don't. Which is probably true for almost every sexual practice. And I'm quite sure that's the same in heterosexual relationships. Yeah, that. I say I try to be a good friend, bro, but I'm not sure I like what you're... No, I just... What if I wanted to come out to the brothers? Tom shrugs. So do it, dude. I don't know why it's such a building anyway. So you don't like pussy? Well, it shouldn't be a big deal. Unfortunately it is, because it could get you disowned, it gets you hate speech, it gets you violent attacks in some parts of the world, even in Germany, if you have a bad moment or if extremely right-wing people come across you, or, well, there are a lot of problems. So I'd prefer that I could say, well, it's not a problem, but unfortunately it is. And I hope someday we'll come over that, but if I really believe that, I'm not so sure. At least not that I live at the time when it's absolutely not a problem. Not sexual orientation, not gender identity, not the color of your skin, not your suspected origin, not your religion, not just nothing. Well, let's hope that the world on one day becomes a very inclusive place. Dude, he shrugs again. Whatever, do it if you want to. This seemed like a much bigger deal to you in the past. Bro, I don't think I'm ever going to understand it, which is not necessarily unless you want to do it yourself, but there are plenty of things in the world I don't understand. It took me a while and a lot of pushing from Eva, but I don't think it should change how I think about you just because I don't understand. We're silent for a bit. That's actually really nice to hear, dude. Besides, Eva says I should be flattered if you're very into me. I'm not sure how you want me to answer that, dude. Whatever. Go grab some French toast before it's gone to go with those eggs and sausage. It's good today. I'll do that, and thanks. Whatever. Eat, and then let's kick some Guitar Hero butt. I eat, and we play Guitar Hero together afterward. Adam and Chris walk into the room. Hey dude. Hey bro. It's been a while. It has. We just came by to see what Carlos was up to. Sorry. I stepped in this morning and then Tom invited me to play. Lunch and then a movie? I can always hit the gym as well if you just want to do something on your own. Of course you're welcome, dude, and that sounds nice. I'll see you later, bro. Lunch first? Always. We head to the yard and are seated surprisingly quickly. Pineapple jalapeno pizza in a salad? Well, pineapple and half jalapeno and a salad. Look who's being healthy. Jalapenos are already vegetables. That might be true, but it's not enough. So are tomatoes. Well, actually they're fruits, but that's another topic. But I wouldn't say cheese pizza provides a serving of vegetables. A salad sounds good though, Chico. That's fine. We place our order. We make small talk, which I'm really bad at, until the food arrives. It's delicious as always, and we head to the theater afterward. Oh, I think I heard about Meet the Robinsons. It's supposed to be a family film. Chico! Well, pick something else then. Well, let's just see that if he wants to. I don't really go to the cinema, but since the films I like are very rare and usually not showing when I'm at a cinema, I don't have a problem with other people choose the film, so let's make them happy, cause why not? We buy our tickets and find seats in the theater. Adam gets us some popcorn and nachos. The movie itself is pretty good for an animated film, although I feel like I would have preferred a live-action film. Adam and Chris both seem to really enjoy it. Well, that's worth it. Soon the film ends. Well, I should probably get back to work now. Me too. I might go for a run before dinner. Better now than after dinner. I give Chris a quick kiss. I'll see you two later. I run for a bit around campus, although the air is a little cooler than I'd like. I have dinner at the house and head back up to my room afterwards. Why is it almost Monday? Because then we can again put everything here again in the planner, and I'll change Chris. Well, I don't know how much week it is. I'll leave it for now, but maybe next week I'll add more studying because it's important. 6th of April, I head out to find Chris after classes on Friday. Hi Carlos, you know where to find us if you change your mind, man. Hannah, Jake and Nikhil head off in the direction of the student center. Change your mind? Oh, James invited us over for dinner, but if you want to eat with Jake, Hannah and Nicole instead, there might be board games. I'm always up for seeing James. Maybe we can play Smash again. Yeah. James already has Smash set up as we arrive, and the apartment smells like something's been cooking all day. Only thing I can help you for dinner, dude? No, crockpot stew. Well, you should let us take you out for food sometime. It's not fair that you always feed us. Okay. We play a couple of rounds of Smash. When were you thinking of eating? Food is ready. Can eat now, if you want. Sure. James dishes out bowls of stew, and we eat on the couch again. I'm sorry I haven't been around to help you run lines for when you play. It's okay. Small part anyway. It's not another musical, is it? No. Detective murder mystery. I'm a suspect. I'm sure it'll be great, dude. Parents coming to see it. You have to get tickets yourself. Right, you told me that. I'll go get those this week for Carlos and myself. Good. We finish eating, Chris and I do the dishes. Afterward, James puts on an episode of Farscape and Chris and I snuggle on the couch. Soon the episode is over and James is yawning. Thank you for having us over tonight. We'll let you go to bed. Always nice to see you. Thanks for dinner, dude. I walk Chris back to his room. We should take him out for pizza sometimes. Yeah, that would be nice. Are you okay, dude? Yeah, just... Have you ever been jealous of someone else? Sure, who hasn't? Chris shrugs. It's stupid. But I guess I'm jealous that James has been spending time with Mike. It's not fair to either of them, because of course James should have other friends too, but... Dude, James is one of your best friends, right? It doesn't seem unreasonable to be jealous. Adam's your best friend, but you weren't jealous of me. You don't know that. In my opinion, it's implying that Carlos is a little bit, but on the other hand, James and Carlos are really good friends too. Oh, I'm sorry, I come against the microphone. You might have heard that. Are they dating? James and Mike? I don't think so. But it bothers you that they could? I think so. And I worry that makes me a bad person. Dude, you are not a bad person. Which is what I'd say to him too. We arrive at Chris's building and stand outside the door. James seems to be usually pretty busy. You're worried that he's making time for Mike, which means he'll have less time for you. Yeah. And if they started dating, he'd even less time for you. Yeah. But look at Adam, dude. You two spend a lot of time together too, but he still makes time for me. Yeah, that's true. I don't think it's unreasonable to be jealous, dude. Just be fair to James, I guess. Yeah. That's making me feel better, actually. I'm glad. I'll see you tomorrow. Definitely, dude. Saturday, 7th of April, 2007. I wake up Saturday morning from a dream where I'm naked in class. That's supposed to mean something, right? I wonder if Adam knows anything about dream interpretation. After a quick breakfast, I head to Chris's and Adam's room. They're both already up, although Adam hadn't got dressed yet. Morning. Looks like you just rolled out of bed, Chico. Yeah, I had a dream about this paper I was writing, so I wanted to get it down before I forgot everything. Although I'm not sure my subconscious really got these points right, so maybe it wasn't worth it. I give Chris a kiss and lean against the wall by his desk. Any plans for the day? Actually, Q&A is having a drag show today. I wasn't sure if you wanted to go, but I thought it could be interesting. Well, why not? Have you eaten? I was going to grab breakfast sandwich on the way. We'll see you later, Chico. Adam grunts from his desk, engrossed in his paper again. We grab breakfast for Chris and head to the theater. There aren't too many people there, but we spot Mike and James sitting together, talking near the front. We take a seat next to James, who nods at us. Good morning, Carlos and Chris. Hey, dude, not participating? I think drag is not for me, but it'll be quite fun to watch. So Liz walks up to our row, looking a bit worried. Hey, Malik is getting cold feet. Can one of you give him a pep talk? Pep? Shouldn't that be prep? Well, let's try it. Liz lets me backstage where Malik is adjusting his dress over some sizable boobs. Hey, honey, did Liz drag you back here? I did. Well, you don't need to worry your sexy self, sweetie. I think I'm just not used to wearing a dress is all. Malik. I'm not really sure what to say then. Are you nervous? Like you wouldn't believe. Why? I'm not sure. I've never performed for people before. Dude, you're one of the bravest people I know. You're going to do great. Yeah. Thank you, sweetie. We're starting soon. Shoo, Carlos. I'm not so sure if that was helpful, but it was a try at least. Have fun out there. My eyes are up here, darling. Sure. I take my seat again. Is he okay? Yeah, I think he was just nervous about getting on stage. The show soon starts. Liz comes out to introduce everyone before each girl does some lip syncing. Malik does a pretty great rendition of Celine Dion. Afterward, there's a talent portion and Malik solves math problems from the audience in his head. Dude, I didn't realize he was so good at that. I quite like how geeky it is. Liz comes out at the end to close out the show. Malik walks up to our idol. Hey dude, nice job. Thank you, darling. My heart was exploding out of my chest the entire time. Was good. I'm glad I did this. I should sign up again next year. You should. In any case, I should get out of this dress and get to my job. Thank you for coming, darlings. He disappears backstage again. Lunch. Want to get something to eat, Carlos? Yeah, that sounds good. We get burgers and sit outside to eat them. That was a pretty interesting show this morning. Yeah. We eat and Chris falls silent, seemingly thinking about something. Can I ask you something? Always, dude. Ever since we talked about Mike, I guess I've had this nagging what if. In what sense? I always assumed that James was too busy to date anyone, and I really liked being his friend, but I had a crush on him. I'm not going to say who doesn't, because I certainly don't have a crush on him. I don't understand how anyone could. I mean, Chris is beautiful, Carlos is, and a lot of other characters are. But James? Nah. It seems normal to be able to interested in someone you spend so much time with, so I'm going to say that, I guess. And it feels a bit like I've been replaced, I guess. Both of these answer possibilities are not very, defensive. Do you regret dating me? I'm not going to ask that. That sounds absolutely selfish. You're worried James will date Mike when he didn't date you? When you put it in that way, it makes me sound like a bad person. Dude, it seems pretty normal if you're jealous of Mike. Maybe you're worried you'll see even less of James if they're dating. Maybe. Do you think if we weren't dating that you and James would have started? I don't know. But I don't want you to feel like I'm settling for you or something. You just wonder what might have happened. Yeah, we're quiet for a bit. I'm not good with advice, dude. It's fine. It's just been bothering me, I guess. And Janet said I'd feel better if I talked to you. I was just worried you'd be upset. No, I'm not upset. I mean, he's honest, and that's the most important thing. So, why would I be? I just want to make sure you're happy with me. I am. I honestly think I understand why you and Adam are such good friends now. It's like Liz and Liz. You're good at not letting him take school and life too seriously and forcing him to enjoy the experience of college. And I really like you for that, too. Well, not just for that, but for helping me also not take things too seriously. Dude, I'm glad I don't annoy you when I pull you away from work. You don't? Okay, You shouldn't feel guilty or whatever about James. It seems pretty normal to wonder about things that could have happened. You always seem pretty happy to live in the present. I try at least. I have a few regrets, but life is easier when you don't let things you can't change affect what you do now. That might be true, but that's easier said than done. Chris is quiet for a bit before he quickly squeezes my hand. That's actually really good advice. Well, I'm glad if I could help at all. We finish eating and throw away the wrappers. It feels weird because we just talked about this, but I should probably do some work this afternoon. Dude, I already took up your morning. Go and get that work done. Thank you for everything, and for you. Of course. He kisses my cheek quickly and heads back to his room. I know I shouldn't feel guilty because he wanted to date me too, but I wonder if I denied him the same kind of opportunity that I passed up with Elliot. It took me a moment to understand it, what he said now, but I don't believe that. I honestly don't believe it because character-wise it's not a good fit between Chris and James, at least in my opinion, at least from my ZAGS experience, a game I played over and over and over in different perspectives and tried to get everything, and something I won't do with this game, at least not in here, because I need to reset up my computer, and even though I ported the save files, it doesn't take it over, so I guess there must be hidden save files somewhere, which I didn't know, and I didn't save before I set it up from scratch again, so I don't have a possibility, and I certainly don't have time to do all of that again, unfortunately. I should find something to do this afternoon to distract myself though. Hit the gym and run, see if board games are happening. I mean, we're swimming all the time, so let's just do board games. I head to the student center. Jake, Nate, Nicole and Hannah are sitting at the table. Hey Carlos, want to join us? If there's room. We were going to play Power Grid, which plays up to 6. Jake sets up the game. I end up near the bottom for the initial plant selection. Let's try. Last time I bought a better plant and that went out terribly, so let's try it with a cheap plant. I buy a cheap plant, giving me an advantage in resources and cities, and I expand as much as I can in one turn. I'm playing catch up for a while in plants, and Jake builds up to my cities. Wait for phase 2 to expand to the cheap region. Expand now into the moderately priced region. Well, let's try it a bit in the moderately section. I'll let Jake and Nickel fight it out in the cheap area and divide my attention between cities and plants. Jake and Nickel end up filling the cheap region quickly once the second phase starts, and I'm in the middle of the pack going into the end. Deny resources, deny plants. I don't know. Let's deny resources. I stack as many resources as I can on my plants, forcing Jake to not fire one of his plants. Nickel ends up winning thanks to his nuclear plants. That was really close. 5 players feels a bit tight in this game. Well, you're supposed to block off more regions with fewer people, so I think it's always tight. That's fair. We help Jake put the game away. Something else? Carcassonne? Sure. We spend the rest of the afternoon playing games and have dinner together at the buffet. I head back to my room afterward. I sit at my computer and stare at my AM list. Elliot and Chris seem to be online, and he can masturbate if he wants that or do nothing, so let's just talk to Elliot. Elliot and I, so just so don't lose the contact, as he was a good friend of Carlos, Elliot and I talk for a while about life and other random topics. Before I know it, it's gotten late, and he says it's time for bed. Sunday, the 8th of April. I wake up Sunday morning for a dream about Chris dumping me for James. I guess how that conversation stuck with me more than I thought. I get dressed and grab a breakfast sandwich on my way to Chris and Adam's room. Chris and I end up at James' apartment for games and TV. We finish up an episode of Farscape, and I help James in the kitchen with the lunch. Thank you for helping. Dude, of course. Actually, you're inspiring me for next year when I'll get to cook for Adam. You should come by sometime and try it out. I just make easier things, but thank you. We sit on the couch together to eat. How's the play coming along? The question makes me think of Chris and James running lines together, and my dream from last night flashes back into my head. This is stupid, I have no reason to be worried, which is exactly true. Good, rehearsal this afternoon. Sorry couldn't get you tickets. Oh, it's no problem. I'm glad your parents could make it. Far or they would come out more. Yeah, my parents haven't been back since they dropped me off for orientation, but my mom is coming for parents' weekend. That's in 2 weeks, I think. Yes, parents coming week before for opening night, also to avoid the crowds. Mine haven't visited at all. I imagine my mom, at least, will come for graduation. My dad's always tied up with work. I'm sorry. Dude, no, it's better this way in a lot of ways. Especially because I don't have to worry about them finding out about Chris. One day it'll be safe to tell them, if you want. Yeah. I'm not sure I really need to, though, you know. I'll try to get a job in the US after I graduate, and won't really need to see them again. That's kind of sad. Well, not everyone's parents can be like yours. I pull him against my side. Haven't told my parents either. Dude, that's surprising. Never came up. No reason to. I guess I just see you as this super wise advice sage or something, so it never occurred to me that you wouldn't be out. Am out. Not hiding from my parents. Shit just hasn't come up. Right, still. Well, lunch was good as always, but we should probably let you get ready for rehearsal. Yes. Thanks for having us over for TV and Smash. I'll beat you again next time. Look forward to it. We head outside and walk back to Chris's room. That was really nice. Yeah. You didn't run lines with James, I'm sorry? No, I was spending time with you instead, and classes were busy. I think James was busier too, anyway. I'm sorry I kept you from that. Yes, kind of, because he should spend time with his friends too, and not only with me. No, don't be sorry. I like spending time with you. So, what were you up to this afternoon? I was going to get some work done. You're welcome to join me, of course. That doesn't sound too terrible. Really, I could get some work done with you. Although I'm not sure if you then get actually work done, but let's try it. I spend the rest of the afternoon doing homework with Chris and Adam. The making out helps. After dinner with them at the yard, I head back to my room. Why is it almost Monday? So that we can do that annoying weekly planner again. Which means I will... How does the stats look? Well, we have only a libido of 10, so I'll ditch Chris for group study. I'm sorry, Chris, but well, it's important. Thursday, April the 12th, 2007. I walk into the library and quickly find Nate, Jake and Nikhil sitting at their usual table. Hi, Carlos. Jake and Nikhil look up from their laptops. Hey. I take a seat at that table and pull out some homework. Hey, did you go to that tutoring help stuff yesterday? No. Oh, you usually do, so I thought. Well, I guess this isn't due for a week. Maybe I should go next week and ask about this problem. Maybe we should start going together regularly. We can do work in the area at least, and if something comes up, help's right there. Yeah, that sounds good. Jake looks over at Nate, who seems to be engrossed in his writing. Oh, Wednesday afternoons I have to hold office hours for econ. You're talking about the free general tutoring day they do here in the library, right? Yeah, yeah, I can't make that, but I'll always see you afterward at games. Carlos, you're always welcome to join us, of course. Wednesday afternoon, second floor of the library, I think. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. Jake types something on his computer. Hannah says that works for her too. I guess I should do some coding instead for now. Oh, actually, that reminds me. He pulls something off his backpack and hands it to me. I'm not sure why that reminded me, but I got your list of the major requirements for the undergrad business major and marked off what you probably would have already taken. I look at the sheet of paper. There does seem to be a lot of overlap with classes I've already taken, especially for the first couple of years. The first 2 years are mostly gen eds anyway. I think the problem is going to be that series of management and ethics classes that are fairly major specific and depend on each other. You didn't have to do this for me. Nate shrugs. Well, I hope it's helpful anyway. I think you'd add on another semester at minimum right now if you switched, but still if biology isn't doing it for you, it's probably worth it. Well, thank you. I'll look at this in more detail later. Nate returns to his writing and I spend the rest of the time actually being fairly productive. That's good to hear. And suddenly it's Friday. The 13th of April. I find Chris Friday after classes. Hey dude, I was thinking pizza before the show. That sounds nice. I have to get changed, but I can meet you there. Dude, you're already fancy. Well, you two have fun. I'll meet you at the yard. Sounds like a plan. The yard is fairly busy and Chris shows up just as my name is called. Good timing. You look really good, dude. Thanks, you too. We get seated and order the usual pizza. I wonder if Mike will be there. Would it bother you if he was? I don't know. It shouldn't, but it does. Maybe. Sorry, I don't mean to make this about me. Dude, if you... Oh, I'm doing it myself now. If you have a problem, just talk about it. That's what relationships are for. At least additional to romantic attraction and a bunch of other stuff. Dude, it's fine. I wish this didn't bother me so much. You would have every right to feel weird about going to this play or spending time in general with James, but you don't. Because I trust you. Otherwise I wouldn't be in a relationship with you if I don't trust you. Well, trust is the minimum in each relationship, in each good relationship at least. I guess that's true. He's quiet for a bit and the pizza arrives. Sorry, this is really nice though. Don't let me ruin the evening for us. Dude, you're fine. I want to help in any way I can. I know, and thank you. We finish eating and head to the theater. Chris spots Liz, and Liz waves exaggeratedly at us. It's nice that everyone's coming out to see this. Yeah. The play itself is pretty good, but not a musical this time. We file out into the lobby when it's over. That was pretty good. Actually, I didn't really enjoy it. The plot didn't make much sense. Yeah, but there was a sword battle. That didn't make much sense either, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. Chris and Carlos! She gives us each a hug. What do you think? It was kind of all over the place, but kind of still good, wasn't it? I thought it could have been better, but it was... Michael! She waves over a reluctant-looking Mike who joins our group. Hello. What did you think of the play? Oh, it was... James. James appears and Liz grabs Liz's hand and pulls her in his direction. The rest of us follow. That was good. Thank you. He indicates an older couple standing nearby. My parents. This is Carlos, Chris, Liz, and Mike. They make polite conversation for a bit before telling James they'll see him afterward and disappearing. They seem nice. James shrugs. Thank you for coming. Should get back. He disappears into the back again. We should probably get going as well, babe. We'll see you tomorrow. They head out and Mike seems to move toward the door. Well, it was a pleasure seeing the two of you. He disappears as well. We should head back. We walk in the direction of Chris's dorm. This isn't fair to Mike. He hasn't done anything wrong, and I'm just making things awkward for him. You could talk to him, dude. And say what? I don't like that you spend time with James. Maybe not with quite those words, but yeah, maybe. We arrive at the building and standing in front of it. Sorry, this was a nice evening. I'm sorry I ruined it. You didn't ruin it. Dude, you didn't ruin anything. I'm just sorry I don't really have any suggestions. He nods and kisses me quickly in the darkness. Good night. He heads in and I head back to my room. I lie in bed that night, thinking back to our discussion over dinner and my dream. I guess I can relate a bit to why Chris feels that way. Saturday. I wake up late Saturday morning to a light rain. I lie in bed, staring at the ceiling, trying to remember my dreams. I think one of them was based on the play. I get dressed and head to Chris's and Adam's room. Chris and Adam are just doing homework, and I spend the rest of the morning paging through a textbook while they work. Adam grabs some sandwiches for us around lunchtime, and Chris and I eat them on his bed. Any plans for the afternoon? Oh, I actually don't know what I prefer. Swimming or board games. Well, I'm swimming all the time, so just board games. I think so, let me check. He types on his computer for a second. Yes, it looks like Jake's just getting ready to leave his room. Well, you two have fun. I'll walk with you for a bit, going to grab a book from the library. We head toward the student center, so I'm sorry that we didn't take Adam with us. We head toward the student center. Chris stops partway through campus. You okay, dude? Yeah, Mike's walking down the walkway towards us. He stops when he notices us. Oh, hello. Hey, I think I need to apologize to you. I haven't been very nice to you, and you haven't done anything to deserve it. Oh, please, it's quite alright. No, James is my friend, and it's not fair of me to... He trails off. Be jealous? Yeah. Don't worry, I understand. Okay, do you maybe want to see a movie with me and Carlos sometime? That sounds quite nice. I was tempted by the smell of buttered popcorn when I was there for the play, but I wasn't sure about etiquette around food during a performance. That's not a problem during a movie. Everyone's always eating snacks. Great. Is popcorn not the usual movie snack in the UK? Oh no. Our cinemas have popcorn, but I'm used to seeing salted. Which I don't understand, but tastes are different. I usually just get buttered popcorn in those microwave bags. Oh, they have this fake butter sauce. They can put on it too, for even more butter taste. I'm not a fan, but you can always try it. Fake butter? Oh, I don't know what that is, but it tastes like butter. They drizzle it on top. You can probably look it up on the internet. I'll have to have a nose later. Thank you. Okay, we should probably be going though, but thanks. Mike continues on his way, and Chris seems to breathe a sign of relief. That was nice of you, dude. That wasn't quite how I intended to do that, but Janet said I really should just talk to him. We continue to the student center. Hannah, Nikhil, and Nate and Jake are sitting on a table, setting up Power Grid. Hey, hope you're okay with Power Grid? Nick wanted to play it. That's fine. I buy plans last and don't want to overpay for my first one, so I end up with a choice between the cheapest plant and a rather expensive 10 plant. And we'll start with the cheap plant again. I buy the oil plant, which means I have to spend more on resources, but I get an advantage in turn order. I start in the cheapest area of the map, and Jake joins me there on his first placement. We end up mostly blocking each other until Chris starts the second phase. We don't expand aggressively. That is what capitalism does, and that always fails in reality. I'm sorry, but I couldn't resist to bring that. So we, of course, only expand to the capacity. I expand up to the number of cities I can power. Jake and I trade off turn order for a bit, as we gather enough money to continue expanding. Soon the third phase starts, and I'm able to build up to the required number of cities, but find myself short 1 power in capacity. Jake wins the game via the tiebreaker. That was really close. I shouldn't have started in the expensive area. Yeah, that's always a gamble. You get free reign for a while, but it's usually not worth it. Diamond? How about some Bonanza first? We play Bonanza followed by Diamond. That was good, but I'm getting hungry. You're always hungry, Jake. It's probably about dinner time, though. I end up at the buffet with them and head up to my room afterward. I sit at my computer. Hey, right on time. Can I ask for some advice? Of course. It's actually not a new thing, but Chris is jealous of this guy who James is becoming friends with. I'm looking. Oh, we have an affection of 98, but I guess that should be enough. I can try at least. And they seem to be getting along now, but I guess it made me feel a bit insecure. Actually, I don't know what I'm asking for advice about. The guy you're dating has a crush on another guy? Sounds like you're asking for advice on that. I guess. I think crushes are normal, and an important part of a relationship is what you do about them. Yes, that is true. And it doesn't seem like Chris is about to cheat on you or anything. No. But you should tell him you feel insecure about it. I have. And I know it's not his fault. I just don't know what to do. Keep communicating, which is very important, I guess. Sorry, I'm not good at this either. Ideally, you two would be admiring James together. We do, I think. I guess the advice is that he can't help how he feels, just how he acts. But you can't either. So just keep talking it out. Yeah, thanks. Anyway, other than that, how are the two of you doing? We talk until he has to head to bed. Sunday. And I'll look how long I'm recording. Way too long, so thanks for your attention and up until next time.